Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 136th edition of Tones Takes. And I wanted to start tonight off with a new segment that I like to call Cool White Guy, Not So Cool White Guy. And let me just roll it so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. This is an example of a cool white guy. That's That's John Travolta, mind you. That's John Travolta dancing to 50 Cent's Just a Little Bit. And if you haven't heard, John Travolta is in Cannes with 50 Cent. John Travolta actually, I believe he invited 50 Cent to Cannes, and he had to just create this instant viral classic, which is just sweeping the internet by storm. And it's my example of a cool white guy. Just, just jiving and just, having some fun at Cannes. Travolta, who we know has danced his way through Hollywood in his earlier years in movies such as Saturday Night Fever and Grease, my favorite movie of all time, Grease, is now here. He just continues to solidify himself as one of my favorite people. And sure, I'm pretty sure he's done some horrible things in his life, as everyone in Hollywood has, but no one's got moves like my man John Travolta. He said, and I quote, "The dance was just whatever I felt at the moment, baby. It doesn't really have a name to it. It's just being cool, I guess." I hope I really did my John Travolta impression right. But anyway, John Travolta, good for you. You get my Cool White Guy Award of the day, which was just a thumbs up. Now, who gets the thumbs down? I've got this. According to Huffington Post, this was an angry white guy at a restaurant in New York City. Let's roll the clip and see exactly what went down. Have you heard enough? Wow.
Maybe you shouldn't eat that sandwich today. Take a break from the food. Maybe you should get hit by the car.
So let's just pause it right there because he gets my uncool white guy award. And look, I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just showing what the news is showing because there are also uncool black people, cool black people, uncool Hispanics, and cool Hispanics. And I will get to them in future videos. Just you wait. But I want to talk about this guy because he's top in the news. His video also went viral. This is apparently he's an attorney in New York, and he got a little bit miffed because the employees at this restaurant called Who Really Cares? It's somewhere in New York, and they were speaking Spanish. But they were speaking Spanish to other customers that also spoke Spanish, and those customers had no qualms about speaking Spanish with them. But this guy got so pissed off that he said he was actually gonna call ICE because he believed that those workers were probably undocumented. He was pissed because they were probably there working illegally and were working off of his own tax dollar. And it's just, how pompous do you have to be to act like such an idiot? And I'm starting to see more and more of these videos pop up. I think if you were watching the news, you saw in like Oakland, California, there was some woman who was pretty much trying to rain on a black family's barbecue because they had the wrong type of grill. I mean, there's just so many things happening right now. If we could just all get along, because look, everything's being filmed right now, and all it takes is for that film to be put on like Twitter and Instagram, and you look like a complete idiot. So, my friend, I don't even know if they've given him a name yet, but you get my thumbs down. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this story in particular, and other news that I wanted to cover real quick. Hey, Senate actually did something right. They are trying to protect net neutrality. Here's something else. Michigan State University has agreed to pay the, I believe, the victims of all of Larry Nassar's like disgusting actions. They have decided to settle for a really cool, and I think Dr. Evil would actually like this, $500 million. That's a lot of money that they're going to be losing out on. So expect state tuition to rise in Michigan, because it's probably going to come from the people who attend and their lovely alumni association. Finally, not a surprise, but Hamas claimed that 50 of the 62 martyrs that died on Monday during the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem were actually members of Hamas, the militant movement. Not a surprise at all. And then finally, North Carolina becomes the latest state, pretty much following, what was it, West Virginia, and then I believe Arizona, with teachers that are probably nearing striking as they fight for more funding for themselves and for just school in general, because hey, we're not teaching our kids enough and we're not getting the money to actually teach them. So good for them. I hope that they also break through, as I believe the other states have, but I really hope something happens across the nation that increases and improves education, especially in the worst hit places like the ghettos of many inner cities that just don't even have the basics to begin with. I'm sure most of the people that are protesting have like MacBook Pros in most of their schools. Go to an inner city Detroit school or an inner city Philadelphia school where they don't have any of that stuff, and let me know what you think then. That's all I've got for you all today. Let me know what you think of those stories, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. This is Tone Stakes. Peace out.